Hi, my lovies. Your High Priestess, Lady Lisa. We're at this for the third time today. And I don't want to hear no rude, stupid, hate bomb comments at the bottom about my bed. My bed is not made because I was very sick yesterday. And I've been in bed basically all day long. And I'm not going to make it because after this video, I'm heading right back to the bed. I got up at 5:30 this morning. I felt this humongous urge, this heavy heart urge to get on and make a video, okay? I only work with iPhone devices. So I took the iPhone 7S Plus, not the 8S Plus, not the X, and decided to go on and use that because it was the bigger screen. So I recorded for 31 minutes this morning, okay? And after 31 minutes, it shut the video down and then told me I didn't have enough gigabytes on my phone to upload the video when I just uploaded 3 videos last week. So then I go in and I bought more gigabytes. For $10 a month, I bought 2,000 gigabytes. So I just went downstairs and it might upload still. It might upload. Right now I'm on the iPhone X. It still might upload. The one that I just did downstairs in the haunted bar. This morning when I did the video, I got up to 31 minutes into the video before it shut me down, before I had the 2,000 gigabytes. Today, when I went down into the bar to do the redo of the video, I only got 14 minutes into the video with 2,000 gigabytes before it shut me down. Now, like my husband said, obviously, there's a demonic force or presence here in this haunted bar that does not want me to film this video, obviously. I guess we can all agree with that, right? Okay. Too bad, so mote it be. Because I have the power and I'm not going to stop till my video gets uploaded and gets out there for you guys to get it. Because it's imperative if Mother Universe won't leave me alone until I get it out here. Now, I'm going to start from where I left off from the second video that I just did about 10 minutes ago before it shut me down 14 minutes in. Praying so mote it be that it will upload, and then I will then make this video a part 2. So where I was leaving off is I was discussing the natures of what an angel is, what a demonic spirit is, what a spirit is, what a ghost is, and all that stuff. Is there differences between ghosts and spirits? Yes, there is, okay? And we got pretty much into everything that we needed to get in. Don't mind my little notes, because you guys should know by now, if you're following me and watching me, that I am getting ready to publish my first and most fabulous book, so mote it be, then be going into my second book. But every day that I wake up, I am always the student before I am the teacher. I'm always learning more and more and more. So I'm always revising and revising the book. Like, am I gonna get it done? Please help me. But yes, I will, so mote it be. But I had come across a lot of things that I need to debunk. Okay, not discrediting anybody's craft or how they teach or how they do things. I'm teaching what I was taught and what I believe in to be right. And I will debunk what I believe to be wrong and false, okay? Being a high priestess today, natural born witch, psychic medium, and so forth in my psychic abilities, born into this, loving it, not what can I say? Not regretting one moment that I was born into this beautiful world of magic. Let me start where I left off. The whole purpose of this video was to let you guys know that it's not okay to play around with ghosts, because ghosts are evil. After the first video that I'm still waiting, so mote it be, to upload, we're going to now talk about the 3 stages of possession. And there's a lot of reasons why I have felt the need to do this video, and I was being pushed to do the video. Because there's families who are calling me like crazy because their houses are infested. They thought it was okay because they thought it was their loved ones who passed over and everything was okay, and their children were having fun with these, you know, demonic spirits who were pretending to be children, and everything was great until now. There's nothing but distress in their life. There's nothing but havoc, chaos, and turmoil in their life because they didn't know any better. And now they're calling on me so I can come out there, and if someone is possessed, unpossess them and cleanse and clear the home as well. Now, if your home is built on a property or a piece of land, let's say a piece of land rather, that is demonic or haunted, no matter how many times you rip that building down and rebuild it, there's nothing that's going to stop the activity in that home. Just like the Amityville Horror home, just like other homes as well. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie The Entity. If you haven't, let me give a warning out there. Please watch with caution and precaution. The reason I say this is because The Entity, like the first exorcism, even though with Linda Blair, it wasn't actually a little girl who was possessed, it was actually a little boy. But back then, for copyright reasons and protection reasons, they would not allow the little boy to be acknowledged, so they made it about a little girl. And it can be scary. It can be darn right scary. Witches or not witches, we are human, and we do have reflexes, and we do have emotions, and we do react, okay? That don't mean we're weak, don't mean we're punks, and it don't mean that we're not witches. But with The Entity, I want to give you a warning out there if you did not watch it. It is a true story about a woman who was being attacked by a demonic entity. And it was doing things to her that were extremely inappropriate. And everywhere she went, it followed her. And it started to attack her children and terrorize her children as well. And after making the movie, the crew followed her and was keeping updates on her. And although the attacks were still there, they just weren't as violent. And then one day she just fell off the face of the earth. We don't know. Well, I can tell you what happened, but I'm not going to do that right now. They don't know if something happened to her or she just wanted to finally be left alone. I can tell you what happened to her, and that could be in a later video if indeed you comment below and ask me to tell you what happened to her, just like I can tell you that Lizzie Borden had no parts in killing her mother, her stepmother, and her father. It was her sister who did that. And you can all say, oh, I'm crazy. You can do whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. I really don't matter to me. But if you drop hate bombs below, you're going to get blocked and reported because you're not offending me in any way, shape, or form. I don't get offended. It's a joke to me, actually. But it can and may offend my viewers or my subscribers. And that I will not tolerate. I will not allow that. You one thing, you want to discredit me, you want to call me fake, you want to say I'm crazy, you want to say all that, that's fine and good. That don't bother me one way or the other. Actually, it motivates me. The more you don't like me, the more you think that I'm fake, the more powerful I become, the more ambitious I become to prove myself. So you're actually motivating me. But if I think that you can possibly offend one of my viewers, you're getting blocked and reported. Trust me when I tell you that. So we have 3 stages to possession. And if I can't get the other video to upload within the end of the night, then I'm just going to redo it tomorrow. And I'll just let you know when I redo it tomorrow that, hey, this is actually part 1 video and what had happened, so you guys are not confused, okay? So since we went over in the first video what an angel is, what a spirit is, the difference between a spirit and a ghost, what a demonic spirit is, and I wasn't sure if I got to an entity or not. But let me do that real quick before I go into the stages of possession. An entity is nothing but evilness, okay? You can actually, I per se, hypothetically, when I say you, not you the person watching, I'm saying hypothetically. We can manifest our own, just like we can manifest money in 17 seconds and manifest our trip to Tokyo or India or London or Paris. We have the power to manifest all these wonderful, beautiful things into reality. We have the right and the accessibility to manifest an evil entity by the way we choose to live, by the way we choose to think, by the way we choose to talk. Okay? If you're constantly playing with a witch board or a Ouija board, and don't mind me, can somebody tell me where I can get skirt covers, bed covers? I hate to break up the video, but it's a brand new king size bed, and as you can see, being a witch, I love black and red, but I need a skirt cover, and I can't find skirt covers anywhere. No matter where I look, I cannot find them. So if you want to comment below and help me, I'd appreciate it. But Lisa, Lady Lisa, get back to what you were talking about. Okay, so blah. Okay, so you can manifest an entity, and they're going to wreak havoc, and they're going to cause chaos, and they're going to have you in a very dark place, like almost like a hex or a curse, or it might even be worse than that. They're going to destroy your family, destroy your marriage, destroy your relationship, destroy everything they can destroy. If you're living your life miserable, angry, negative, hanging out with the wrong people, in addiction, you could, manifest that entity. Or there could be a portal in your home where entities just flow through naturally. Your home can be just infested by being on the land that it has been built on. You could have brought them in by playing the witch board, the Ouija board, the wrong way. By doing seances, not knowing what you're doing and how you're doing it correctly. You could have brought them in by going to a haunted house or even watching scary movies in your home. You could have actually built the portal in your home for these entities to come on in. So you got to be very careful with what you think and what comes out of your mouth, because what you think and what comes out of your mouth and how you live your life is what you manifest. Some people don't understand why they're always in the dumps. If you're a good person doing good things and you're always in the dumps, well, it's a great possibility that you're hexed or you're cursed, or you got the evil eye or the black eye. If you're not in the dumps, but your house is just out of control, infested, and lights are flickering, and walls are doing this, and stuff's coming down the walls, and the beds are shaking, and people are elevating, and all that stuff is true, elevating, off, lifting off, well, then that's because you're infested. So then that takes us back to the 3 stages of possession. And the main reason I'm doing this video is 2. 1, to protect your children. Being a high priestess, running my own coven. Hi, sissy poos. My coven sisters. See, I'm spelling myself right out of saying it wrong. Coven sisters, not sister coven. Coven sisters. We make oils, homemade oils, to protect you, to protect your pets, and to protect your children. We also do readings for children as well, as long as the parent will consent and is there when we read for the children. Okay? You must be able to comprehend what we're doing with the child before we could go forth with the reading. Because if the child does not comprehend, the child could be 8 and not comprehend, the child could be 4 and comprehend. So not only do we need consent from the mother or the father or the guardians to go ahead forth with the reading, but we need a child to be able to comprehend. So we make oils for all this because yes, your cat, your dog, your animal can be possessed. It's a known fact because I just did it. I don't know what's going on in the area of Allentown, Pennsylvania, but this is my second trip out there. I'm not going to talk about my first trip, but the second trip, and the reason why I was called out for the second trip was because the woman's cat was possessed. And at first, she just thought maybe the cat was sick and the cat was going through the things of being sick, until she woke up one night and the cat was on her chest with its claws and its fangs out, and it was actually trying to kill her. And when it could not succeed with killing her, it tried to hang itself. And then that's when I got the call. And I had to go out there, and I did the walkthrough. I found the portals. I closed the portals. I unpossessed the cat. I sure the heck did. And I cleansed the home, and I left a lot of free things for this woman to do with keeping her pet safe, herself safe, and her home safe. Because people sometimes will say, well, I'll get Lady Lisa to come out, or I'll get her to come out, or I'll get him to come out, and they'll cleanse the home and everything will be fine. And that's basically 9 times out of 10 the truth. However, if you know you're being haunted or your house is haunted, but you don't want to believe in the fact that somebody can come out there and help you, and you try to move, it is going to follow you, and it's going to get so bad that I pray you're not on TV one day where I'm watching your movie or reading your book. So the 3 stages of possession, and don't mind my little notes for my book, okay? The first stage is going to be infestation / manifestation. Remember, I have braces. Work with me here, okay? I do get tongue-tied at times. The manifestation, infestation. What does that mean? It means that your home is infested with demonic spirits, okay? The way it wants to manifest itself is it's needing and it's looking for approval. It can't do anything to you or anybody in your home unless it gets approval. How does it get approval? You're watching a scary movie in your home. It's a true story. You gave it approval to come into your home. You went ghost hunting in your home. You gave it approval. You played the Ouija board in your home. You had a spirit box going on in your home. You asked it to make the light flicker on the candle. Twice for yes, once for no. Shut the light off and on. Go bang up and down the steps, close the door, etc. That's approval. Now it has manifested itself. It has approval. The second step would be oppression. What is oppression? Oppression is where it can now reveal itself. It can make itself known to the victim. Most of the time it will be a child. If the child is not in the home, or there's not a child in the home, then it will go for the weakest soul in the home. Being a person who's in addiction, a person who may be grieving, a person who is just not strong at the moment for whatever reason it may be, and no judgment on my end whatsoever, because I don't judge anybody for anything. It is not my right. The reason why it goes for children quicker than it goes for anybody is because they're vulnerable, they're easy, they're honest, they're pure, and they're not told not to believe. So if your child ever comes to you and says, Mommy, Daddy, Grandpa, Grandmom, whoever the guardian of the child is, I have a playmate. I have an imaginary friend, and her name is Jody. Or his name is Eric, and he plays ball with me, and he tells me goodnight stories at night. Being a medium, and being a medium for a very long time, I'm in my 40s. I started getting taught on what I was noticing and what I was seeing at the age of 5, and I was seeing it way before 5. All children there's no exception to this rule. All children, if they are indeed to pass in this physical world due to however they may pass, they go right to the light. There's no exception to that rule. Meaning, I, as a medium, can communicate with a child who's passed over to the light. But there will not be a child here in the physical world talking to your child and playing with your child. So if that does occur, be very, very, very careful and get on it immediately, because guess what? That $10,000 you had on your wedding, or that $2,000 you had on an upcoming vacation, is not worth your child's possession. Because if you ever watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose, the poor girl did not survive. And I'm not saying that's going to be your child, or it's not going to be your child. What I'm stating is this is true and indeed facts, okay? Because the last and final stage to possession is the full possession. And once it has possessed the child, the animal, or the person, its only goal in life is to have that person kill as many people as it can kill, and then kill theirself. Okay? If you see any orbs or shadows going in the background as I'm seeing myself at the moment, that is because I am a witch, high priestess, psychic medium, and they're all over my home. This is just what happens. It's like a constant radio in my ears that never shuts off. I hear conversations from other people when they're talking crap on me. Then I'll use shut that F up oil on them in a candle. And I hear their conversations, whether it be good or they'll be talking crap on me, especially if I just left their reading, I can hear that especially clear. And then, like I said, it's like a constant radio, like a staticky radio, like on Poltergeist. When the TV would go off and you would see the black and white on the TV and the static, but you can hear the people's voices and you would have to listen hard to make it out. Well, that's what's constantly going on with me all day and night. So to be, that is what happens with me. And the only way that they know to give me a break is that I will have to put on the light and go to bed with the light on. When the light is on, they know to give me a break. I need a break. I need to sleep. I don't want to relay a message tomorrow. I need a break. But anyway, back to the full possession. Once the full possession is done, it's done. Can you get somebody like me or somebody who does this to come out there and unpossess the person? Absolutely. I've done it. I've got testimonies under these videos. I've got testimonies in my group, and I've had people that are readers and are gifted in my group there in the present and watch me perform it. I also have hypnotized my husband as well to get rid of bad habits and have him turn into a money magnet. I do this all the time. I can come hypnotize your loved one to get the truth out of them. If you think they're hiding money, or they may be having an affair, or they may be talking to another woman, or they may have had an affair, if you even care to know, I can turn their bad habits into good habits under hypnosis. And I can unpossess them under hypnosis, which I've done many, many times, as well as animals. So once you have the full possession, what is left? There's nothing left. Now what's going to happen is they're possessed by the demonic, and they're trained in their possession to kill everything that they can kill and then kill themselves unless they get help. Before the possession even gets to a full possession, or when you catch the full possession, why it's in effect, and it's able and easy to get to before any of that starts happening. Now, I don't know if you ever seen the last Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. You can go ahead and watch that. Again, caution and warning, it is a true story, and it is based on demonic possession. And it shows you in the movie a part and a glimpse of being possessed and what happens when you get possessed. Now, everybody is different, but that doesn't mean every time you get possessed you're going to be different. But you also can be different. Possessions can be different. Of course they can. And some possessions can be almost identical. The ultimate goal of a full possession is to destroy everything, because that's what cowards do. Weak people lift people up. Strong people lift people up. They encourage them. They want them to do good in their life. They want the best for them. Weak people, like the Satan, the Shaitan, the devil, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him, he's a coward. He was demoted. He was kicked out. He's a fallen angel. He's weak. So he preys on the vulnerable and the weak. And then what he wants you to do is to get you to destroy anything coming your way. Because he thinks in his sick and twisted mind that if he gets the more people in the world to do evil, he shall reign over everything. Now me, I don't honor or worship God. I'm a witch. I don't know of any real witch that does honor or worship God. I was just taught that way. I honor and worship Mother Universe. I namaste to Mother Universe. That's who I worship and honor as Mother Universe. And me going into what I think about God and Jesus Christ and heaven can be for an upcoming video, if you even care to know about what I think about all that stuff, especially being a medium. Just like I don't believe in karma. I believe karma is just another silly label put on by society. Because if what goes around comes around, then all these bad people in the world would not be getting good. And all these good people in the world would not be getting bad. It's just that simple. You go in your whole entire life doing nothing but great and good for people. And then you meet somebody. It could be a man or a woman. And you break up. Or they're jealous of you. And they're playing in magic. Or they know somebody who's playing in magic. And now you're hexed. You wake up and you're hexed. So, don't ever discredit magic. Don't ever discredit possession. Don't ever discredit ghosts. And don't ever discredit the consequences that can come with playing with spirits. Well, not spirits, because we already went over the goodness of a spirit. Don't ever discredit playing with demonic forces, Ouija boards, or ghosts. Okay? Don't discredit possession. And know that there's evil and good in everything we do. There's evil and good in the Catholic Church. There's evil and good in the Baptist Church, Buddhism, witchcraft, Christian, Muslim, Jehovah's Witness. It's the person. Now, I am a witch who has a glass that is half full. I do more good than I do bad. But I will hex you in a heartbeat. And what I will do is, I will go have one of my coven sisters hex the bull crap out of you. Like, there's so many hexes in this world, it's crazy. And this way it can't come back to me. And then if you do something bad or horrible to one of my coven sisters to where they're crying and we have to console one another when they didn't do anything wrong or to deserve it, well then I'm going to hex you, not you per se, but the person who hurt one of my coven sisters for them so that it can't get back to them. Let me tell you a brief story really quick. About 2 weeks ago, I was at the metaphysical store picking up some supplies for my own metaphysical store. And my husband had actually ran in for me due to my illness in my legs. And there was a Jamaican woman in there, beautiful Jamaican woman, frantic, buying holy water, buying sage, buying holy oil, and just frantic. So my husband was like, why don't you come out and talk to my wife? She's a witch. So she came out, and I couldn't even really get anything in. I couldn't even say a word. She was just like, ah, 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 ah. and her energy was just like draining me down, just like pulling me down, draining me down. And I'm like, I already know what this woman has. She was sent the chaotic hex. She was sent the Dayu hex. Oh my goodness. So she works for Uber, a long story short. So she asked me, she's like, can you please come down to my car? I go down to her car. She's putting the Florida water everywhere and the holy oil everywhere and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, first you need to know what you're doing with it. You have to be gifted and know what you're doing with it, or be told what to do with it before you can just do it. And if you're already hexed or cursed, ain't none of that getting rid of it, but somebody like me who was a master at it, or a hoodoo priestess, or somebody like that, hoodoo doctor, voodoo doctor, that can get rid of it. That's the only way, through a ritual. As it came to you through a ritual, it has to be taken off through a ritual. Immediately, as soon as I stepped into the car, I wanted to vomit. This thing was sent to her by her ex-boyfriend, who was mad at her for breaking up with him. And he had it sent to her through another Jamaican woman who plays with magic. And it was sent to her to drive her insane, like batshit insane, and crash and die. Basically, that's the truth. Being an Uber driver, every day that she goes out to work, she makes no money. She cannot get a ride. And she's been in 5 accidents in 2 months. 5 accidents in 2 months. And I'm not playing with you. She may even be watching this video. And if you are, hi, gorgeous. Hi, sweetheart. As I still pray for you and my coven sisters pray for you, we're still waiting for you. We know that if you were at the store, you believe, sweetheart. You know that there's something not right. You said it yourself, and you even believed where it came from before I was even able to tell you where it came from. So please stop waiting, sweetheart. If it's not me, get somebody you can trust and get it off you, honey. Get it off you. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. So back to the story, the moral of the story. She contacted me quite a few times. I explained to her the way that I do things and the way that me and my coven sisters work. And I guess part of her not believing in this stuff, but knowing that there's definitely something not right, being in 5 accidents within 2 months, and the car isn't right, and she can't make $1 when she goes out doing Uber. She can't get a ride. She can't do any of that. She knows something's not right. So eventually, when it gets so bad, you would think it was so bad now, but when it gets so bad for her, because everybody has their limit to where it becomes so bad, she will be calling me back again. If she already didn't call somebody, which I don't feel that she did, and she will get me to help her, and I will have my coven sisters send it back for her. This way it cannot come back and harm me or my family. And that will be another video as well. Why, when you're hexing people or unhexing people, you are supposed to get somebody else to do it so that it cannot get back to you, in case the person does talk about the spell, why the spell is in its works. Because magic does travel. It travels, it whispers, okay? And if it gets back to the sender, the person that's trying to reverse it can be in harm's way, as well as their family. And then the person that they put it on, can either stick and never go away, or it can get worse, or even both. So pretty much, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, except I'm still working on the first video to upload. As you see, I'm 34 minutes into the iPhone X without a problem. Not only did it not shut me down, but it's not telling me that I don't have enough storage on my phone when I just bought 2,000 gigabytes and I share it on 4 iPhones. So I'm highly not understanding what's going on with that other iPhone. Could it have been that I was downstairs in the haunted bar doing the video? That could be it. And the demonic presence that's down there just didn't want me to upload it. But then how could that explain 5:30 this morning when I was in my living room trying to upload the video and do the video, and it shut me down in 31 minutes of the video and said I didn't have enough space this morning as well, when I just uploaded 3 videos last week on the same device. So what I'm going to chalk it up to is 2 things. One, it probably had a lot to do with the update that I just did on the Apple iPhone. Why do they send them out so frequently? Probably to destroy your phone so you can buy the new and upcoming Apple phone, which, hey Apple, you don't have to destroy my phones. I'm going to still buy the new and upcoming Apple phone every time it comes out because I'm Team Apple. And I love the iPhone, so every time a new iPhone comes out, I'm going to buy it so to be. So you don't have to keep sending out all these crazy updates to destroy my phone. 2 is because the demonic presence that was around me at the moment didn't want this video to get out. So all you wonderful, beautiful people that will be watching this video can be educated on this. Now, again, if I cannot get the first video to upload, I will redo it and I will put part 1 and explain to everybody. If you've watched part 2, this is why you're watching part 1, and this is the reason why you're watching part 1. Being a psychic, I'm telling you why that it would not upload. Between the update and the demonic presence not wanting it to upload. The reason why it's uploading now is because I demanded it with anger, like you do when you're hexing somebody. You must put anger into that hex. You must put your emotions into that hex. You want that hex to know you're so angry and you're so bitter and you're so upset that you want this person to feel exactly the way you're feeling. And why? Why? You must put anger into it. So when I came up here before I did this video, I put anger into it. And I demanded it with my power, Samo to be, that it would upload and it would get out to you. And it did, didn't it? Samo to be, thank you, Mother Universe. So I guarantee the next video will be coming to you very, very shortly. Before I go, be very careful what you watch in your home and what you allow your children to watch, because dark matter is real. Okay, dark matter is real, and dark matter is what comes through your TV. These horror movies that are out today, that are true and live and real stories of things that happen in life, like the Amityville, the Entity, the Paranormal Activity, the exorcism of Emily Rose, and so forth. They are to possess you. They are to get approval to come into your home through your TV and then start to do the 3 stages of possession. And I don't care if you're a witch, a warlock, a lawyer, a doctor, everybody is skeptical to being attacked. And I also caution you, if you're going to even try to hypnotize somebody or go out and cleanse a home and unpossess somebody, be very careful. Know what you're doing, because unless you're extremely sinless, you have every right to be attacked during this process, and if it to attach to you, bring it home and affect you and your family. And it might not happen that night, it might not happen that week, it might not happen within a few weeks, but it can happen, and you'll know when it's happening, because the usual things that go bump in the night will not be the usual things anymore. And then you'll look back on the last thing you did, and then you'll say to yourself, it followed me home. It attached itself to me and it followed me home. So am I saying don't go do it? Absolutely not. If you're trained and you know what you're doing, and no, you don't need a certificate to do any of this. You just need to be gifted. Your gifts are the proof in the pudding, not a certificate from eBay or Staples. Or you go on a social media and you pay somebody $500 to get a certificate that says you're psychic, but you can't do anything that a psychic can do. So always remember, you don't need a piece of paper stating that. Your gifts will prove everything. Okay? If you would like to debate this video. If you want to debate it kindly and in an adult manner, you may do so by commenting below. Again, anything that is biased, racist, judgmental, or offensive, or just downright rude, you're getting blocked and reported. Anything that you would like me to clarify or did not resonate with you, or you would like to know further about this, please ask below. If you would like any type of help on a reading of a candle, spell candle once it's done, on prepping a candle, dressing a candle, on petitions, or you would just like my info, I will link it below. It's not a problem. I love to teach and I love to help. Okay, I am a master spellcaster as well. I do spells all the time for myself and for others. Me and my coven sisters, we work together as a team, and we're a mighty fine team. Also, you know, I'm here to just talk to, even if you just got a vent, okay, and you're not ready to do anything yet, but you know that you need to do it, but you need to just vent and want a trusting, honest ear to listen to. For me, you know, an ear to listen to you, I'm that person. Trust me, I'm that person. I will listen wholeheartedly for you and to you. And I will give you my honest and upward advice. I'm not going to tell you to go anywhere else, because I know how to do everything that you're going to need me to do. I'll tell you to go check my references out on my Facebook, in my group, comments that were linked below to prior videos. If you have a question pertaining to a prior video or an upcoming video or this video, please comment below. And please, if you're new, when you hit the subscribe button on the left-hand side, wherever your left-hand side is, you're going to immediately see a bell button pop up. And it's going to say turn on if you want alerts. Don't forget to hit that bell button. If you don't hit the bell button, you're not going to get alerts when I do a video or I come on and go live. And when I do start to go live, when I reach a certain amount of subscribers, where I feel comfortable enough to go live, where I can say, you know what, if I go live tonight, I'm going to have at least 30 viewers. It's going to make me worth the while to go live. I am going to always give out goodies. I might say, the fourth person watching this video, you're getting a full in-depth reading from me. I'll be in touch. Or you're getting a free spell on me, whatever spell you would like of your choice. Or you're going to get the free copy of my first and upcoming book. Or guess what? I'm sending you some homemade protection oil. Besides doing some questions and answers, Q&As, and doing some quick readings on a few people that I have never met before, so you can say that I'm not fake. So please, and the only way that I can say if you're not getting alerts and you have subscribed to my channel is go back in, unsubscribe to my channel, push the subscribe button again, and then look for that bell button immediately, which should be on your left, and it should say turn on alerts and give you the option to turn on alerts. And the only way you're going to do that is through the bell button. And the reason why I say that's so imperative, not just to subscribe, but the bell button, because you want to get these wonderful goodies that I'm going to be giving out when I go live. Because I love to give away goodies. I do it at my parties. When people book parties for readings, I give a special gift for the host. I always bring a special, beautiful giveaway, whoever can pick the number I'm thinking of that night. I always do wonderful, beautiful things like this because I love it. I love it. It's something that I am passionate about. So with that being said, let me go check the other crazy iPhone. Why didn't I just try the iPhone 8 Plus or go right to the X? But then again, we went back to why. We know why. The thing didn't want me to upload it. Well, too bad. Lady Lisa uploaded it. Now I'm going to work on part 1. Until next time, I love you all with all my heart. Blessed be. And until we meet again, which will probably be on the 26th, I believe, is the full moon. Our next full moon is on the 26th. I'll have to re-look at my calendar again, but I'm almost positive that's when I'm going to be casting again, which I can cast every single night because I work with the moon energy. So do my coven sisters. We work together with the moon energy. But I love to cast on new moons and full moons and special moons because it's extra powerful and it puts a lot more oomph into the magic and into the candle or whatever magic you're doing. Not that it doesn't work as good if it's not a special moon, because moon energy is moon energy. But with that being said, if I don't do another video prior to the next full moon, you will definitely see me on a full moon unless I do a pop-up live video. I'm just waiting for a certain amount of subscribers to come through and come forth. So Mo to Be, this YouTube page will start to blow up because it's going to be a little bit of everything. A blog, the life and day of a witch, magic, ghosts, spirits, possessions, videotaping hauntings, hypnotizing, reading your mind, palmistry, aura cleansing, chakra cleansing, the color of your aura that day, what does it mean, and anything you may want to know, Lady Lisa could do it. So with that being said, I love you all with all my heart. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for trusting and believing in me. And the best thing you can do for me is not a thank you, but a reference. A reference to somebody to either subscribe to my video and watch, or need me for something so I can help without having to pay big bucks and not really get any help. So again, I love you all for the 1900th time. Blessed be your Lady Lisa, High Priestess Witch, calling out of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. I sounded like E.T. Phono. All right, my voice is getting cracky. I've been on here too long. Peace out.